What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new YouTube video, and today was the deload training. I collected all the lifts throughout the week to show you what my typical deload week would look like. I had to deload because, as I told you in the last video, that I badly injured my right knee. Actually, I already had the injury before, but due to poor load management and over fatigue, I already had to put a stop to my progression at week 3 from the second block. And normally I run 4-week blocks, and then after these 4 weeks of progressive overloading, I take 1 week off to deload. So what happened was that throughout week 2 and 3, I switched up some orders of my training, and then I decided to go heavy on one day and do very light work, and then I went in the next day at the gym, or the next week in the gym, and I did too much volume throughout the week, was not recovered, had a rough and stressful training week, and the training session on the weekend where I usually do my heavy deadlifts was also not good at all and caused major swelling in my knee, and also I experienced pain that I had not experienced before. So what I have in my right knee is cartilage damage from years of football. What I didn't have before was my outside bands. I don't know if it's my IT band or some other bands running on the outside of the knee. There's a lot of water and swelling there. And as you can see in the background, I showed you my squats. I could barely walk the weight out. It was extremely painful in my right knee, and I had to control the descent a lot. I basically had to do tempo squats at some point because I could not use my right knee in a way that I would usually use it when squatting, due to the fact that even the outside of my quad, where it attaches to my right knee, was hurting, and the stretch reflex was causing very uncomfortable pain. And yeah, here I'm even like trying to not fold under what would be very easy weight. It was just 190 kilos for my back offs. Yeah, it was just a chore, honestly, to squat. Also to bench, funnily enough, because even the leg drive, like pushing myself into back on the bench, was causing a bit of discomfort on my knee, but we still got the job done. And this was the second day, or the second training in this deload week after, as I told you, the Saturday before, so 4 days after the major swelling. At this point, the swelling had gone down a little bit, but not too much, and I'll probably talk about it at the end and go a bit into the depth on why and how it happened, and how I think about using or like training my entire body for the next competition. We pushed on from bench, just did like some light ascending sets of 6 that I would usually do. Last block I believe we did ascending 7, so took 1 rep off, didn't take off too much weight. On squats I reduced my top triple in comparison to last block by 10%, I believe, and my top single, or the fatigue single that I did after that, was 235. It was not that painful because I somehow managed to warm up my legs pretty well, but that was also roughly 12% less than my heaviest back off single in this block. And the most pain, funnily enough, I had on deadlifts, because obviously if I pull sumo I have to push my knees outside, and there was really the most discomfort caused in the bottom position, where I have to push my legs out, have some external rotation in the hip, and have push knees out to keep myself from going too far away from the bar. All in all, I'm still happy that I can train at all. At this point I also was already at the doctor, or no, actually yes, I was. I'm not sure anymore because I'm recording this voiceover a couple days later. Currently I'm also traveling quite a bit, so the videos are not 100% synced to my actual training routine, to my actual training plan. But yeah, I can also already foreshadow it. I'll probably have a talk after this a section, but basically orthopedic I visited was telling me how I have very little cartilage left on the inside of my knee, and there seems to be a lot of liquids on the outside and around my patella as well. And so we will try and see after the MRI what we can do with that and if that even can be fixed. Yeah, but seems like there's not really a solution at the moment. Just hoping to get the swelling down due to according load management and just trying to somehow rebound back. And we really have to see how the future or the next coming weeks will unfold, because at the moment or as of now I am not in a condition to compete, because too high intensities I'm honestly like unsure if I can handle them, because my knee is that shaky. So without further ado, guys, I have a couple of things I'll show you about my knee, and yeah, we'll see each other, I guess, in the next one. So guys, these are my knees. As you can see, the difference is quite large here. This is my patella, right? So here I can just go past it. This is the thickness of my knee, ish like this. Now we move on to here. You see here on the inside, this is where I have my cartilage damage. This is normally swollen, as well as on the back of my knee I have a Baker's cyst, which is basically this right here. Don't know if you can see it, but this is like a ball of liquids, basically joint liquids that are getting out of the joint itself and running to the back of my knee. This is called the Baker's cyst. That's uncomfortable, but it's not painful. What is painful as of now is that, as you can see here, there's swelling around my patella, which is normally an indicator that something around my patella is not right. And also we have swelling outside here. And this is not good, because here the IT band attaches and you don't want swelling here. This means that something inside the knee, either my meniscus on the outside here and or something on my bands is fucked up, which is not a great sign. And overall, of course, swelling is not helping me feel. Swelling is not making me feel like I can fully use the knee yet. So yeah, basically every squat session from now on will be a little bit of a struggle, and I have to be aware that I cannot push that much pressure, or put that much pressure on my knee, and will have to make very smart adjustments to load management to be able to handle. Yeah, as I said, very smart adjustments to the load management overall to be able to handle the upcoming sessions. That being said, guys, appreciate you watching. Wish you guys all the love, all the power. Have a good one.